My question is, where is Smokey Bear?
He's taking care of that 193 million acres of land.
Apparently, I don't see him today.
So,
Not Smokey the Bear, but Smokey Bear.
That's right. We're working on that. Up next, it is the family place of Transylvania County.
The family place, and this is a silver Suburban that is pulling a float with a Christmas tree, and again a fireplace. It looks like some young people with antlers that are waving and handing out candy. A lot of candy today on the parade route.
That's a good thing, yes. The family place is a free place for families to learn and grow together. They do a variety of activities and programs to help families get their little ones ready for kindergarten, for school, and they also promote just the general well-being of families in our county.
And coming into the picture, we have one of probably the prettiest bookmobiles in western North Carolina.
It is beautiful, and the photograph that you see on the bookmobile, taken by the late Thomas Atkins from the Pisgah National Forest, and the bookmobile, Transylvania County. It's actually a branch of the public library. About 3,600 frequently changed items come in and out of the bookmobile.
The bookmobile. And you'll see them to various places throughout the county.
And if you want more information on the bookmobile and the scheduled locations, you can call the library at 884-3151, and they can help you out. Up next, we have Cub Scouts Pack 701.
And they have a little building built, looks like, with a Christmas tree in. Looks like maybe their den.
And it is led by Committee Chairman Blake Austin and Cub Master Noah Compton.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
There you have it.
First grade through fifth grade.
All right.
And then we are following that up with the Boy Scouts Pack Troop 703.
And they've all got their packs with them. You notice that?
Do.
They're all pulling their suitcases.
And this year they did a special project. They collected items to send to our soldiers. And they are continuing. You can drop off your personal care item to be sent to the soldiers at Brevard Davidson River Presbyterian Church. December 12th is the cutoff date for that. But that was a special project that they did. And they're going to take those items, fill up shoe boxes, and then send those to the soldiers this Christmas. Again, December 12th. Drop it off there before that date at Davidson River Presbyterian Church.
North Transylvania Fire Department and their white fire trucks with red stripes enter the scene. This is their Station 13. This is one of their first response engines that just rolled through.
Does the different colors signify a different approach that they take, or is it just a
Some
newer
people
engine?
would argue that fire trucks are red and white, or red, and the apparatus are different colors, but you will see white, you'll see yellow, you'll see the safety green. Some will be red and white, some will be white, as North Transylvania is, with red. This is Conisty Rescue 9, their big rescue truck, and they've got young firemen, a lot of the children on top, riding this afternoon.
And coming in behind, we have another representative of the Cub Scouts Pack 701, and this is being pulled by a 63 GMC crew cab, and there were only 7 of these that were ever made.
Wow. Very unusual. Today, it's unusual to see a single cab on a lot, but back in that day, these were probably built for the Forest Service or built special, because very unusual to see.
Only 7. That's mind-boggling. Only 7 ever made.
Yeah, and so a very rare classic vehicle. Pack 703 Cub Scouts. A lot of young people.
Ed Baldridge is the owner of this vehicle.
I didn't have a chance to turn my headset down.
Yeah. I didn't see that one coming, but we appreciate all the work that goes into the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts and the work that they do.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And there are a lot of folks not sure whether they're going to put the kids in the elements this afternoon or not. But it's turned out, matter of fact, that bright sunshine is just like having a spotlight in our eyes, and so it's difficult sometimes to figure out exactly what we're looking at.
Well, if we don't know, we'll make up something.
I had somebody come out a while ago. They thought I was saluting. I was actually putting my hand up over my eye, trying to shield so I could read the side of the vehicle, and they saluted me back. And so I think they took it as respectful. Yeah,
that works okay.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Smart Starts of Transylvania County.
All right, Transylvania County, Smart Start. It has a big yellow school bus as it rolls by. Looks like lots of young people hanging out the windows of that bus as it comes by.
Yeah, and they say that they invest a lot in the early development of children, saying that by the time a child starts school, that about 90% of the critical brain development has already happened. So they want to get a smart start.
Sure.
Thus, their name.
Sure.
Now, this is a unique little vehicle. Here is Moby's Class Finder.
Okay.
And
you'll have to help me with it. It's a little Kia. I know the little white Kia, but I don't know much other than that.
Well, this is a new concept that's being introduced here, and what they do is you can go to mobysclassfinder.com, and they either, whether you want to learn something or teach something, they're kind of the conduit pipe.
A red convertible.
Malaya Morgan, Little Miss North Carolina, outstanding.
Outstanding.
7 years old.
What about that?
The daughter of Ryan and Kelly Morgan, and the granddaughter of Tom and Sandra Morgan. So we salute her.
Local names, local folks.
Up next, we have Brevard Youth Football and Cheerleading.
And we have the football players in their Blue Devil Pride outfits, and they're doing some cheers for us. Pulled by a white Chevrolet pickup truck, a white GMC pickup truck. Okay, and as they, I don't know the age group exactly, do you?
I don't have the age group here, but I know that these, they
starts out with termite.
They do,
and
termite, mites, midgets.
Midgets and mites.
And, yes.
Yeah.
And it's all Brian counting,
Sure.
so I was trying to count down. But a lot of volunteers with this program, so we salute the adults, whether they're coaching or helping coach or cheering coach, a lot of folks involved there.
Absolutely. We have with us now the U.S. Forest Service, and this is the firefighting division. These are the white trucks with the green lettering.
Yes, sir.
And it's different than the North Carolina Forest Service.
There are two.
This is U.S. Forest Service.
U.S. Forest Service, the general management of the national forest and whatnot, in the North Carolina Forest Service, of course, taking care of more of the local within our state, celebrating 100 years of service
state
to the
forest.
citizens.
And when there's anything up in the Pisgah National or anything, then of course the federal response.
Coming up next, we have got Transylvania County Schools. And I believe the sun is a bit in my eyes, but we've got the Grinch.
I believe it's the Grinch.
From Whoville.
I believe it's the Grinch. And he is a rascal.
I'm telling you, Transylvania County Schools is partnering this year with Change the World Relief Organization to do the Backpack Buddies. And we appreciate all the work that goes into that, helping children that need a little extra help that are food insecure over the weekend or the time that they're out of school.
Blue Ridge Community College.
And they are celebrating from their home planet, the Star Wars theme of the Blue Ridge. But Blue Ridge Community College, their Transylvania County campus. Union Transfer and Storage is our next entrance here.
And as the sun went behind a cloud, they have a van with children hanging out the window with Santa Claus hats on, waving at us.
Moving company, whether you're going down the street or a different state. And they also have storage and full packing services as well. They're family owned out of Asheville.
Moving into the scene also, Lake Toxaway. You mentioned them a while ago. This is Lake Toxaway Fire and Rescue, Ladder 8. They are Station 8. That's what they go by. And this is the large ladder truck that they use in house fires in the Toxaway area.
Yes, and a lot of the homes there might be a little difficult to reach in other times.
And they actually respond across the line into Jackson County. They're a mutual aid department with Jackson County. And so they work that area with Jackson.
And we'll follow that with the folks from Destiny Christian Fellowship here in the Brevard area.
And they're walking through, and I believe they've had some candy. They may be about out, but I believe the time they got to us, but they're waving as they make their way in.
And on December 14th at 7 o'clock, Destiny Christian Fellowship will present Camelot, Don't Miss the Manger, a Christmas musical, and admission is a non-perishable food item.
And my alma mater, the Brevard High School Marching Band, makes their way into the on deck.
award-winning Brevard High School marching band. Numerous trophies in the trophy case.
Not sure how many they're marching, but looks like a good group that they're marching here, and the percussion making their way by. And you'll see the big. Now they're marching what's called quads, but back in my day it was tris. There were 3, but they were larger drums than this, and that's what I carried my senior year.
And we'll follow that up with their flag corps, but they are the 1A, 2A, 3A grand champion, the Fans' Choice Award, which was voted on by the audience. So again, numerous awards from the Brevard High School marching band.
And behind them we have Brevard Academy.
It's a free public charter school in Transylvania County. Serves about 250 students from kindergarten through the 8th grade.
And they are, of course, charter schools are free in North Carolina.
They are.
They're privately run public schools.
They use the core curriculum at Brevard Academy.
And they're, again, on the Music Center campus, and there's been some, they've been looking at some new property and some new facilities at Glen Cannon that's been made public recently.
Yes, and I think Brian's going to get a Merry Christmas from them here.
Merry Christmas!
All right. And Merry Christmas to you from Brevard Academy. Sweatshirts with B and A across. It took me a minute to figure out Brevard Academy, and all ages.
Yeah, and they do music arts, of course, along with your core curriculum. Around 250 students there, again, K through 8th grade.
And behind that, an entry from Rosamond Fire Department.
Brush 62.
This is actually I can tell you exactly what that is. That's called a 923. It's a 5-ton. It's bigger than a deuce and a half. It is a 5-ton truck. Took the place of the deuce and a half. It's a bigger truck. And these are given to the fire departments from the North Carolina Forest Service from a grant from the military. And as they retire these large trucks out, they put them into extreme condition brush fighting, where they can take this and go off-road and get into brush fires where that you could not normally take, a traditional vehicle.
Which is something we have to deal with here in western North Carolina.
Well, with a mountainous terrain. And so the North Carolina Forest Service has positioned these vehicles in a co-ownership location type situation so that they can cover the entire county.
And coming into view is Mater.
And we are boiling. And we are boiling as we come in, and it is overheating a little bit as it makes its way in. Maybe it'll cool off when we get to the square, but this is the 1959 Chevrolet, and my grandkids hanging out the window.
And that's from WGCR, and we are following that up with celebrating the Wonder of Wonders. From the Anchor Baptist Church and Ministries, Anchor Baptist Academy, and WGCR radio station.
And thanks to Mr. Corey Johnson, your son, along with your whole family, that have worked hard to make this presentation. And it is a beautiful float that has the manger in the center, but a large arch over it with blue and white decorations, and of course the whole manger cast. Yes. On the float as they are whisked quickly by.
They look like they're faring pretty good. Again, Merry Christmas from Anchor Baptist Church and Ministries. And we're going to follow this up with friends from the Midway Bible Baptist Church and their new pastor, Brother Ricky Lee. And they want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And riding shotgun here, Preacher Ray Aiken.
Absolutely. And Brother Ray, of course, has pastored in the county for many years. Started out at Rosamond Baptist Tabernacle, originally from Midway. That's where he was ordained out of.
Yeah.
And Brother Ricky Lee in the back. Brother Ricky Lee started out under Brother Ray's ministry, and now he takes the pastor of Midway Bible Baptist Church in their new facility. Their facility burned down by an arsonist a few years ago.
But a beautiful church. They have Sunday morning service, 10 a.m. Sunday school, 11 a.m. preaching. Sunday nights at 6, and midweek service at 7:30.